Hello, thank you so much for joining me for another summer session. We're about to get into today's energy, so if you're curious what might be going on, stick around. We're about to get into it. All right, gonna be starting with the Citadel card. The Alchemist, okay. Balance, invention, destruction. Okay, a lot going on with that description, but let's check it out with the book and see what it's talking about. In order to create, be it a new project, a new chapter in your life, or perhaps a new relationship, something must first be dismantled in order to make space. But in alchemy, nothing is ever truly destroyed. The new is built on the foundation of what has come before, and there are lessons to be learned from the rubble. Okay, so it's interesting because yesterday's reading was talking about letting the tower fall, letting it crumble, and honestly, I do feel like there's something you're going to be building on top of that same foundation that was dismantled. Or maybe you're going to be taking something with you from that. And yeah, because I was talking about the greater wisdom that you're going to be gaining from this, falling apart of whatever it is in your life. So what are you going to create based on this ending? I don't know, but let's find out with some traditional tarot. And if you don't care about seeing the cards come out, you're welcome to skip ahead. Wow, interesting. This card was in the same spot yesterday. Damn, very decisive. Ooh. Damn. Oh my God. Ooh, I just got chills. Oh, I'm getting excited. Oh my God, I love this. Wow. This is crazy. Same card as yesterday. Okay, can y'all see everything? Okay, so yeah, I definitely feel like all of my readings kind of connect to each other and go in order because this is definitely a continuation of yesterday and what we were talking about and how there's something that's seriously ending in your life, but there's also something beautiful that's beginning. And with the Queen of Wands to start with, I feel like you've had this intuitive hit that there was something that needed to be done. There's some type of action that needed to be taken that would lead towards your highest growth. And you trusted yourself. You know, when the Queen or King of Wands comes out, I definitely feel like this is the energy of a person that hears out everybody and what they have to say and their opinions, but is going to do what they think is best. And I feel like you were right in choosing that. And this is something to celebrate. I really feel like maybe you won't be seeing the harvest of this decision just yet. You know, I always feel the fall when this card comes out, obviously because of the pumpkin and stuff, but I really feel like in a few months you're going to be seeing how this is really going to affect your life and where this is actually going to take you. And with temperance, I feel like this is a very divine balancing out of your life. I'm noticing, the cups right there and the liquid here. I feel like you're kind of you're doing what an alchemist does, and that's putting a little bit in there to mix with this to create this, right? And so crazy that the magician is right there, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I really feel like this is based on your ability to reflect on everything that you've created. And this was something I was talking about yesterday as well, of like, you know exactly how to look at your life from a non-judgmental, non-emotional place. And it's not saying you don't look at it from an emotional place, but you're able to take those emotions out so that you can see a different perspective. Then you put those emotions in, and then you see it from that not expectation, but interesting that emotion and expectation came together. But ooh, that's something to unpack for somebody who's got them expectations. They can get all of us sometimes, so I feel you. Anyways, fuck, I lost my place. Oh well. So yeah, you're really looking at things for how they are and not just through the lens of emotion, through the lens of anger, through the lens of whatever, you could look at. You're taking all the glasses off and putting all the glasses on and seeing what it's like with no glasses. You know what I'm saying? So you are victorious in this. And I keep noticing the circles. Yesterday I was talking about that as well, but this is a wreath of celebration. This is saying like this, I'm seeing it as like a come together, kind of like birds of a feather type shit, and really growing out of that cycle, really saying like this is a trophy now. Oh man, I'm thinking of when they win a race and they put that wreath around them, or when they put any type of like celebratory necklace. I'm thinking of like Hawaii's coming through. Man, there's an overload of information coming in right now, so if I'm all over the place, that is why. But oh, and it's around his head, right? So oh my god, you've taken this cycle that you went through maybe multiple times. Maybe this is a cycle from your past, might be a cycle from the past, man. And I'm noticing I'm like jumping all over the place. Normally I go in order. This is very like I'm over here, then I'm over there. It's like all over the place. So you have taken this cycle of growth and you have turned it into a celebratory accessory. Like this is a part of you. You are using this to celebrate your wins, and you have created a brand new life based on this. And you are not looking at things the same. You have changed after this. It's inevitable to be different after going through moments of intense heaviness, especially when you're dealing with this motherfucker with the devil here. This is saying you unchained yourself. You knew that he was fucking with you, and you had the bravery to dive right in. You said, I'm going for it. I'm just having this visual of someone that is so unafraid to get into it, get their hands dirty, like really go after it and say, I'm not letting this stop me. I'm doubling down and I'm going after it. And I also saw something about pilot whales last night. Okay, so I've been doing a deep dive on whales for some reason. I mean, they've always been one of my favorite animals. When I saw blackfish, it captivated me just like everybody else, but I took it to another level. That really opened my mind to caring about the earth and caring about animals so much deeper than I already did. So, I was looking at whales last night, and pilot whales are not afraid of killer whales. And that is because that they work in numbers, and they actually, when they hear killer whales, they don't swim away. They swim towards it, which is crazy. And so that's the energy I'm getting from this. It's like you sensed that there was something lurking, there was some type of predator, and instead of running, you decided to turn into the predator, because it's almost like when they were explaining it last night, they were saying how they become the hunter so that they don't become the hunted. So they go after it so that they don't get gone after. Do you see what I'm saying here? So this took an immense amount of bravery is what I'm trying to get to. And you just dove right in. And I really feel like this was diving into the depths of your past. This has been a cycle that's been going on for many of you. And it may have been going on since you were a child. So whatever this, childhood wound that's coming up, you did not run from it like maybe you had in the past. You faced it head on like the brave freaking soldier warrior that you are, and you healed yourself. You found your healing. And the past is no longer going to be able to keep you down the way that it was before. You have set your inner child free. You set her free. I said her because I guess I'm talking to me too. But yeah, you set them free. And you transformed. With the magician, that's exactly what alchemy is. The magician is an alchemist. He can turn anything into anything else. If something is bad, he can change it to good. So, really open yourself up to this idea of, hey, this isn't working for me. But instead of getting bogged down my emotions, I'm going to fucking go after it. I'm going to figure this shit out. I'm going to stay up all night trying to study what turns this into that. I'm going to stay up studying the elements to figure this thing out. And you did. You had the dedication and the bravery it took to end this cycle for good. And when I say ending the cycle, they're putting two cards that truly mean that. This, to me, symbolizes the end of a tough growing cycle. This took so many years for you, and this feels like a culmination point of you finally I don't know, being done working on yourself. I feel like this has been the culmination point of so much work that you've put in on you and your subconscious and your healing journey, which was a video that I talked about not too long ago. Check, that might have been last week or the week before, but you are putting the work down and entering a time of freedom. I just feel like you're putting that shit down and stepping through a portal, and this portal is going to take you places you were not expecting. This is what healing and letting go leads to. So with the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords, you are letting go and moving on, and you have found this beautiful, authentic version of yourself and your authentic self-expression. You are finally being you and letting go of what people told you you were, or the programming that was set in your brain. It's like you're letting all of that go now, and you're setting yourself free. And it might be a little confusing at first. You might be like, where the fuck am I going? I don't know what's next. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. What the fuck is happening? But just trust it, because moving forward, you have found that strength and you can tap into it anytime. This is something that is not going to leave your side. This is something that has been built within you. And I'm noticing that same crown. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit more free, you know? Oh, wow. And you are understanding of the infinite possibilities that can be created here. And that can come from within you. You have infinite potential. What do you want to create? Which it sounds a little daunting, but I don't know. If you ever need to channel that strength, you have it within you. All you have to do is go within and find it. And you're like, yeah, I can do this because I did this shit. This was so hard that it's like nothing is going to feel as hard as this was for you. Like, I don't know. You've reached the top of a mountain and nobody can take that from you. That's what I'm getting from this. So let's get some confirmational cards from the Good Tarot. 5 of Fire. Whoa. This card again? I just shuffled this deck. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. And Transformation fell on the floor. Dude. Oh my god. And the Hermit and the Magician were together. Okay. This is crazy. And Page of Earth at the bottom. All right, let's read these. Creative brainstorming, unity and diversity, honoring differences. I have the freedom to explore the ideas that seem the most far-fetched. What seems crazy today proves tomorrow to be brilliant. Like a child willing to stretch her imagination when a new playmate comes into the garden, I open to new people and new ideas, intrigued by what is novel and unfamiliar. This is a time for what is counterintuitive, for appreciating the ideas from out in left field and what they might offer. So this is reminding me of what I was talking about over here. As you enter this new beginning, this new way of being, really dive into everything that feels different and weird to you, because you might find something in there that you didn't find in the past versions of yourself. Things that you might have hated before, you might love now. You might be shifting your perspective on more than just one thing. This might be a lot. And I was talking about that with this, of like the way you view things, the way you move through the world is going to be completely different. So be open to different ideas and new ways of being, because you might find something that really connects you deeper to your soul than you had before. And that's just by being open. So your horizons are opening up right now. So don't play it safe. Don't do the same things you always do. Switch shit up. 3 of Air. I read this yesterday. Silver linings, natural departures. Rejection is God's protection. A third party helps me see the truth of the situation. What is truly mine can never be withheld from me. Rejection is Spirit's protection. It's in my best interest to let go and allow for something better to take its place. It is my highest good to see the truth, regardless of my temporary discomfort. This too shall pass. Yeah. And that's where transformation comes along. Change. Nothing remains the same, and I need to accept that life evolves through cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. Now is a time of transition as things are changing from one form to another. I need to allow this to happen for the highest good. I am called to let go of the old so I can welcome the new. Accept it and also let go. So it's like letting go of your worries and accepting your new beginning. Alchemy, the whole freaking thing we've been talking about. When I am in alignment with Spirit's will, miracles are possible. When I see this card, I'm reminded that my will and skill alone will yield limited results. When I remember my partnership with Spirit, all is well. I'm required to explore this commitment to co-creative, alchemical relationship and see the results manifest beautifully. Through me, Spirit works magic. Yeah, you can't do this shit alone. And Spirit is always with you and always ready to help whenever you need it. Triangle is not just, you know, the Father, the Son, and Holy Spirit, but it's the strongest shape. So to me, this is like channeling your strength through your spirit team, and that's what you did. You utilized both. You used your physical limitations, your physical self, your physical understandings, and your spiritual understandings and your spiritual self. So this was an alchemical balance between you and your spirit side too. And now that's going to be reflected in your day-to-day, because whatever's going on inside of you is happening outside of you. All right, the Hermit. Time out. Sometimes it's necessary to take time out for regrouping and introspection. This is a temporary experience, but one necessary for my growth. When I step back, retreat, regroup, and renew, I have a clear perspective on everything in my life. Yes. Yeah, it's all, you just got to take a step back sometimes. And that's where you find the keys. Those keys to wisdom. The keys that open the door that feels locked, even though it might not be. So yeah, can you remember to do that when you need that inner strength, when you need to, you know, take a minute for yourself? Can you remember to retreat back inward and find that wellspring of healing again? Because you found it once, you can find it again. I think people forget like how strong they actually are when they're facing things and like what they've actually been through, and get really lost in the emotional side of things. And it's like, no, you know, it's good to feel your feelings, of course, but it's not good to live there. It's not good to be drowning in them, you know? So Page of Earth to end on. Commitment to prosperity. First signs of tangible success. Undeniable evidence that hard work will pay off. This is what I've been talking about. Dreams grounded in reality. Start of a new project. Everything starts with a plan, and I am beginning to see results generate prosperity. I'm a doer, and I get to make my own decisions. I have the ability to attract what I need. Yeah, and you're going to. Like, you have this clear connection with yourself now, and I feel like you're ready to fly. I feel like you're ready to see what's on the other side of this journey. And I was using flying as an example yesterday, and I feel like you landed. You found where you want to be, and now it's time to step off the plane and start that journey. Take time to breathe out. Make sure you're breathing, deep breathing. I've been kind of slacking on that. You and your loved ones are safe. And I'm putting it right here. That's no coincidence. Your spirit team has your back. And new moon in Cancer. That was literally Tuesday. So everything is going to be okay. Super confirmation. Meditate and contemplate. Yeah, whenever you're feeling anxious, you need to channel that strength. It's time to meditate. Your hard work is paying off. How many times do they have to say it to you? Goodness gracious. They're really saying you did the damn thing. You did the damn thing. And you're about to see results generate on Earth. Notice how everything was in the air. Everything was in the spirit realm, you know? It wasn't quite grounded yet. But now it's about to get grounded, and you're about to see this shit happen in real life. This is new moon in Capricorn energy. So Capricorn, earth sign, page of earth. So it's saying, like, things are about to start grounding into reality now based off what you just created in the air. Whoa, tune in and connect. Connect to your spirit team. Nonverbal communication, intuition, messages. Listen for the signs. I talk about this all the time. Signs are everywhere. They're in music, they're in numbers, they're in just visuals, they're in flowers, they're in plants, they're in trees. The signs are everywhere. Are you paying attention? Are you tuning in and connecting? Are you shutting the fuck up to hear? They're trying to talk to you. Have courage. Yeah, have the courage to keep going and face this like the warrior that you are. Fearlessness, strength, warrior. You can do this. And if you haven't defeated your devil yet, fucking claim this shit, dude. It's ready for you. Move your body. Dance, breathe, flow. They're really putting emphasis on breath here and flowing. And I mean, it's not saying go exercise and go like run at the 7 miles, but do whatever you feel is best for your body and find your inner peace and just take some deep breaths. I feel like you've been like really hoarding your breath a little bit too much. And so let it go, let it out, and enjoy new beginnings. This has definitely been a theme card lately. It keeps showing up all the time. So, and notice how I keep talking about warrior and strength, and that is the face of this card. So celebrate, socialize, change, allow these things to unfold. Get excited about the newness that is arriving into your life because it's ready for you. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for this reading. If this resonated for you, please let me know how in the comments. And if you'd like more from me, let me know. And you don't have to let me know. Just check out my description box below. And yeah, thank y'all. Have a good one. Bye.